Hey there, thinkers. Welcome to Thinking Game Trivia with me, Quizmaster Jack. And we're here with the Dirty 30, the 30th week of 2023's Buzzword competition, doing pop culture and sports. If you're new to the channel, hey, welcome. You're welcome here. What you're going to hear is a series of questions. Each question is going to be a series of clues that goes from more obscure to more well-known. And what I'm going to do is try to buzz in and get those questions right as soon as possible. These first 10 questions are going to all be about pop culture.
In a film, Lisa, played by this actress, mocks Daisy's incestuous relationship with her father.
Daisy.
In a 2001 film, her character fights a six-armed statue at a Cambodian temple.
That's Angelina Jolie of Lara Croft Tomb Raider fame. I don't know what that first movie was. Lisa, was that maybe... I guess that first clue may have been Girl Interrupted? I never saw Girl Interrupted. So I don't know. They had something tangentially related to video games, so I ate it up.
A character who works for this group, Scrap Iron, helps invent robots called bats. The scientist Dr. Mindbender joined the masked arms dealer Destro to create...
Okay. This organization, so I think it's going to be Cobra. So they're talking about the evil counterpart to G.I. Joe, Cobra, with Cobra Command. You got Tamox and Zaymot. Cobra Commander, obviously. And they said Destro. The Baroness. Let's see, how many other members of Cobra? Did I say Cobra Commander? It was Cobra Commander, obviously. And that's all I know. G.I. Joe wasn't a big thing with me, but you pick stuff up.
A comic with this adjective in its title introduced wrestler Crusher Hogan. The line, "With great power comes great responsibility," first appeared in a comic titled by this adjective and the word fantasy. For 10 points, what adjective was in the title of the first comic starring Spider-Man?
I think it's just amazing. Okay, yeah. I thought it might have been, but I was unsure. It was amazing. Amazing fantasy. Is it amazing fantasy stories? I guess. I don't know. I picked up most of my comics knowledge from MCU stuff. That's a good one. I like questions that boil down to like, all right, where does this word show up in this topic?
This singer joked that an AI generated the lyrics on her 2023 album Higher Than Heaven, released a month after her Calvin Harris collaboration Miracle. This singer states, "You're the light, you're the night," on a song from 50 Shades of Grey. For 10 points, name this singer of Love Me Like You Do.
Is that just Beyonce? No, it's Elle Fanning. Goulding! Oh, I mess those two up all the time. Elle Fanning and Ellie Goulding. I mess those two up all the time. Because their names are so similar. It's like Phoebe Bridgers and Phoebe Waller-Bridge. They're just too close, so I confuse them. Elle Fanning. Somebody else. Not Ellie Goulding. Fanning is closer than Beyonce. Which is what I started saying.
A generic phrase naming the setting of this game series was contracted into its actual setting, the continent Thetis.
Oh. I think that's Dragon Age. Yeah, because Dragon Age, it's THDAS, which is the Dragon Age setting. And then they just said, hey, let's just put it together and make it Thetis is as good a name as any for the Darkspawn and Morrigan and whatnot. I played Origins and 2, but I didn't get into Inquisition. I think I may have Inquisition. That might be buried in my Steam library somewhere. It's hard to go back and play Inquisition when I could just buy Baldur's Gate 3 and play that instead. Options.
At the end of this show's first season, police officer Malcolm Graham fatally shoots the protagonist. This show's title character runs the nightclub Lux and works as a consultant for the LAPD.
No, that's Lucifer. I don't know. I've never seen an episode of that show. I just know the conceit, which is that The Morning Star is a dude on Earth, and he runs a nightclub, and he's like works with the LAPD and finds other demons. It's like that old series Brimstone. Anybody remember Brimstone? I was kind of into Brimstone. That one was pretty good. It's similar. It's a guy who gets reincarnated from hell, and he's given the job of finding other people that have escaped from hell and sending them back to hell. I don't think saying hell so often is going to get me in trouble with YouTube. At least I hope it won't. Just putting the context together on that one, I figured it was Lucifer. And he probably could get fatally shot and come back, no problem.
In this film, Freighter screams Moloch upon witnessing workers killed at a machine. This film's Machine Man inspired the design of Star Wars droid C-3PO. The mad scientist Rotvong foments an uprising in the title.
I think it's Metropolis. Metropolis is the only thing that makes sense to me. Yeah, like just all the German stuff, all the German names, robots, inspiring Star Wars. Just sounded a lot like Metropolis.
In 2009, this actor broke character during A Steady Rain when a cell phone rang. He originated the lead role, Peter Allen, in The Boy from Oz.
Oh, it's Hugh Jackman. Because Hugh Jackman is essentially the boy from Oz. Oz being Australia. If I remember correctly about the boy from Oz. And I imagine this would end with his mentioning his recent run as the lead of the Music Man, kicking Beetlejuice out of the Winter Garden. I don't know. Wolverine might be the actual last word of that one, but I think it was going to be mostly about Hugh Jackman's Broadway career.
In a 1990s ad for this product, a kid thinks he can dunk after watching Grant Hill consume it. In another ad, panels open up on Drake's body and he sings Forever after drinking this beverage. Obey Your Thirst was a slogan of...
That's Sprite. Sprite was Obey Your Thirst. Yeah, that's good. I was sitting on that because I really thought they were talking about Gatorade for a long time there. But I sat and was rewarded. I have no strong opinions about Sprite.
The Australian production team behind this 2021 song included a sample of the album track Where's the Shura. This lead single from the album The Lockdown Sessions interpolates such earlier songs as familiar. Sacrifice and Rocket Man. Panau produced, for 10 points, What 2021 Hit by Dua Lipa and Elton John.
Oh, what is... It's something about flying. What was it called? I'm just gonna try flying. Cold Heart. Nope. Was way wrong. Well, my old nemesis, recent pop music, reared its ugly head. Shut down what was lining up to be a pretty good score. I don't think this one's gonna rank in my overall, but there's good stuff in there. I liked it. I have no idea what Cold Heart is, so I can't really say anything about it. Anyway, on to sports. All right, we won't have to worry about any current pop music questions in these sports questions.
From 1992 to 2020, 12 Olympic medals in team and individual forms of this sport were won by Isabelle Vert. Lavades and piafs are moves in this sport in which participants often wear top hats.
I'm just going to put down equestrian. If they want dressage, okay, they were they had prepared. I was going a little more general on there, but I said dressage. People, viewer, know that I was thinking about dressage as I was typing in equestrian.
This man and Brandon Marshall are the only receivers with 20 or more catches in an NFL game. A year before Joe Horn celebrated with a cell phone, this man celebrated a touchdown with a Sharpie. For 10 points.
Yeah, it's just Terrell Owens. Yeah, pulled the Sharpie out of his sock. Pretty sure he got fined for that. And then I don't know if props were banned in touchdown celebrations before that or because of that stuff. I was wondering if it was El Dorado. I wonder if it was going to be Randy Moss talking about his mooning game that Joe Buck was not a fan of. But 20 is a lot of catches in a game. That's a lot of catches.
In 2022, this man won the Sunshine Double by winning the Indian Wells and Miami doubles tournaments in a 4-week span.
We're in
A
tennis.
win by this man inspired the comedy film 7 Days in Hell and came against Nicolas Mahut.
Okay, it's not his name then. It's like, all right, I know that the 7 Days in Hell is a HBO. I guess it's just a movie. But it's got that's got Andy Samberg and Kit Harington in it, and they took the idea of that Mahut Eisner match, which is the longest professional tennis match in history, and then made it into like a comedy parody documentary. So as soon as they mentioned that, it's like, all right, say either Eisner or Mahut, because I don't remember who actually won that game or who won that match. Both of them won a lot of games in that match. God, it just went on forever. It was like 257, I think may have been as far as it went. Future Jack will put the final set score up there.
Fans booed when a first-round pick was used to make this man Ricky Green's backup in 1984. This point guard's buzzer-beating three over Charles Barkley sent his team to the 1997 NBA Finals. For 10 points, what man, who played for Gonzaga and the Jazz, is the NBA's career steals and assists.
John Stockton. Why you booing John Stockton? He was so good. I guess they didn't know at the time that he was drafted. John Stockton, along with Karl Malone, two of the greatest players to never win a title. And they played together. All right, most likely baseball, but I think hockey's a possibility.
In 2023, a rookie for this team allowed a record low 8 total base runners over his first 3 starts. A member of this team who hit a 482-foot homer in 2023 was acquired in 2018 from the Mets for Robinson Cano. Bryce Miller and Jaron Kelnick play on for...
I think those are the Mariners. Okay. Thinking back, Kelnick sounded familiar from when the Twins played the Mariners this year. It's the only way I can get AL teams. The current AL teams is... have they played the Twins this year?
This team's players, Duncan Edwards and Jeff Bent, who were 2 of the Busby Babes, were among the casualties of the 1958 Munich air disaster. From 1986 to 2013, this team was managed by Alex Ferguson. For 10 points, what British soccer team...
I think Alex Ferguson without Arsenal. Man U. Yeah. Man U. Yeah. Chose the wrong red-based Premiership League team. All right. College sports now. Probably basketball?
A 5'8" guard for this school from Puerto Rico was the 2018 America East Defensive Player of the Year. KJ Mara and Jairus Lyles helped this school lock down Ty Jerome and Kyle Guy in a 2018 game. For 10 points, what school's Retrievers beat Virginia in the first NCAA men's tournament 16-1 upset?
Yeah, who was Virginia? I'm just completely blanking on this. It's UMBC. There's been so many 16-1 upsets since then. I forgot.
At a 1995 press conference, this athlete said, "This is a role model. Don't be like me." In 1995, this man received a donor organ while fighting liver cancer brought on by alcoholism. The record for most home runs by a switch hitter is held by, for 10 points,
Switch hitter.
what center fielder for the 1950s Yankees?
1950s. Ooh. I don't know. Oh, it's just Mickey Mantle. Yeah, I was overthinking that by a bunch. By too much. Scrapping and scraping through these through the sports this time. Yeah, overthinking Mickey Mantle. And now they hit me with the year. So it's probably going to be an Olympics year. So I guess we'll let's just see.
This was the only year in which the USGF hosted an international invitational. In this year, Franklin Field hosted the Liberty Bell Classic track and field competition. Communist countries won 80% of the gold medals for 10 points. What year in which U.S. athletes boycotted the Moscow Olympics?
What year was the Moscow? 72? 80. Yeah, that makes more sense. I was so bad with years. And just taking a full-on nosedive with these questions now.
This man was drafted 69th overall after being suspended for his entire junior season. In 2013, this one-time Heisman finalist was drafted to a team that already starred his former college teammate Patrick Peterson. For 10 points, what former Cardinals safety out of LSU is nicknamed Honey Badger?
Okay. It's Tyrann Mathieu. All right. Picked up some points at the end there. A rough go around on sports. Had a coin flip there that I probably should have just waited on, and really should have known. Alex Ferguson is a longtime Man U coach. Completely blanked on Mantle. They hit me with a year, which is my other weakness. Knowing the years that things happened and recent pop music are my two weaknesses. And Buzzword, you got me on this one. But I can't stay away. I'll be back next week. And if you want to see me try to take my revenge on Buzzword, you can subscribe to the channel, like this video, like other videos, watch videos on the channel. And if you think you could do better than me at Buzzword, you can head over to naqt.com/Buzzword to see what games they got going for you. That's going to be it for this week. Bye, thinkers. We'll see you later.